Hey guys, so in this video I'll be showing you how to make a pom-pom in two different ways. So if you want to know, stay tuned. So let's start off with method 1, and for method 1 you'll only be needing some yarn of any color and a pair of scissors. So what you're going to do is cut about 1 foot of yarn first and then set it aside. And then you're just going to pull out a lot of yarn so that while wrapping it, you won't have any trouble. So once I pulled out all my yarn, I'm just going to place it on my 4 fingers and then I'm just going to start wrapping it around. So if you want to make your pom-pom a little smaller, just do maybe 3 or 2 fingers. But I'm doing 4 because I want my pom-pom a little big. So once I was done wrapping, I just cut off some yarn and you should have something like this so far. So over here in this video, I'm showing like I'm putting the yarn through the ball of yarn, you could say, but don't do that at all. I don't know what I was doing, so don't do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take out that ball of yarn thing, and then you're just going to like stretch it, make sure that its shape does not come apart, and then you're going to take that ball of yarn thing, I don't know what to call it, and put it on top of that piece of yarn. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take both sides of the yarn and you're just going to make a knot and pull really tight, because you have to make sure that your pom-pom will not fall apart once it's made, because this part is really important. If it's not tight, then you won't get a good pom-pom. So yeah, now I'm just going to tighten it up, and once I'm done you should have something like this. So once you're done doing your knots, you're just going to cut off the excess yarn, and now what you're going to do is you're going to start cutting open those loops. So that's technically what's going to give the big whole pom-pom shape. So just start cutting up the loops. So once I'm done cutting all the loops, I'm just going to start shaping my pom-pom to make sure that it's a really nice looking ball, that no yarn is sticking out in the wrong places. And I personally think that this part is really fun because you get all this yarn confetti and it's like so much fun. I don't understand why, but so that's my yarn confetti, and once I'm done shaping it, I have this. So yeah. It's pretty easy. And to make sure your pom-pom is secure, just pull one of the strings, and if it's tight, you know, it's totally awesome. Now for method 2, you'll be needing the same supplies, but this time with a fork. So of course you're going to cut some yarn about 1 foot and set it aside. It could actually be less than 1 foot because this pom-pom is going to be small. So now with your this is not the separate piece of yarn, but you know, the big piece of yarn connected to the skein. So yeah, you're just going to put that in between the 2 parts or the sticking things of the fork, like so, and then you're just going to secure it, and then you're going to start wrapping it. And I suggest using a 4-stick fork instead of a 3, because I don't think you could do it that way, or maybe you could. But anyways, when you use a fork, it kind of makes your pom-pom a little bit smaller. So if you want like mini pom-poms, then you should use a fork. So I'm just going to start wrapping it, and then I just cut off the excess yarn and then just take it off smoothly. And then just pull it or squeeze it for its shape, and then from here it's technically the same thing. You're just going to put it on that separate piece of yarn, and then you're going to take both sides and make a really tight knot, or at least a couple or a few tight knots, because that's what I did. And then I just cut off the excess yarn, and then I started cutting open the loops. Then once I was done cutting open the loops and shaping my pom-pom, I got this little cute thing. And to make sure your pom-pom is secure, just pull the string, and if it's tight, you know you got a good pom-pom. And so that's it, 2 pom-poms in 2 different awesome ways that create lots of different sizes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, tell me down in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Like 10 likes would be awesome, because I know you guys could do it. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter to send me all your creations so we could be friends and things, of course. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and yeah, toodles!